We covered air, water, and fire, so stick around as we talk about earth. Hi everybody, and welcome back to another video by Pan Society. I'm Cherie, and today we're going to be talking about earth. We've already covered the elements of water, air, and fire, and so now we're coming around to earth, which I hate to pick favorites, but it kind of is one of my favorites. It's because the element of earth is grounding, and what I mean by that is if you're doing rituals, or maybe just like in your daily life when your head is in the clouds, or you're just up in the air, or you just can't get your thoughts together, it's time to ground. And what that means is just getting low, feeling out your roots, and coming down to a baseline. With the earth, when we think about it, that is where things start to grow, where we plant seeds. Roots sink down into it, and this is what holds plants up as they reach for the sun. The element of earth is cradling. It's an energy that is, it can be passionate, but it's soothing, and well, for me anyway. For everybody else it could be totally different. I enjoy it because the way I think about it, for me, because being an avid gardener, earth is where my seeds start, the roots start, food, energy, even knowledge. If you think about it, when we eat plants, you know, any vegetables that we're eating, they have pulled energy and knowledge and information from the soil. And I'll tell you how that gets there in a second. So they pull that from the soil up into the vegetables and the plants. You consume that, so you're taking that into your body as well. And then when we die, we supposedly, when we return to the earth, we put it all back. So that's something to think about, and that's a whole other conversation later about burials. But that's a cycle that we have with the earth. When the plants get the energy and the nutrients and the knowledge, that's something that's passed on to us, even with medicine and everything else. And then when our bodies are done and we return to the earth, we return all of that back to the soil and the earth so that it can go right back into the plants and come back into us. Earth energy is also, for me, it's very baseline. So when I think about it, I think of drumming low in my root chakra. I think of it in my belly. This is down to the ground, getting muddy, getting deep into my soul, looking into my inside. This is the energy I think about when I think about earth energy. I think about greens, browns, sometimes even black, like that good rich black soil. Some of the creatures that we don't think about that are very important in our society live in the earth as well. Worms, snakes, things that burrow over the winter when it's too cold during the winter, like foxes, rabbits. They take refuge into the earth, and the earth cradles them and takes care of them until the season passes, and then they can come out in the spring. When you think about earth, and an altar for earth, or in that general direction, consider placing actual soil on the altar, or plants on the altar, in the same colors, the browns, the greens, the blacks, whatever makes you feel that earth energy. And depending on where you live, earth energy or earth colors are different, because your soil is different, because your perception is different, the seasons are different, so something is different. And that's another thing to think about too, is what season you're in when you're honoring earth energy. Earth energy is that time to come back and relax, and sometimes if you're frazzled, it's that energy that you come back to reset. Like, you need to relax, to rest, to take a moment, and that's what it's all about. If you've ever heard of the term earthing, it's when you take off your shoes and you go walk barefoot in clean soil. So if you haven't, you know, try it in a park, or if you have a yard, take off your shoes and get your feet onto the soil, the grass, whatever's there, and just take in for a second that energy. and see what it feels like. Take a moment and just breathe and be and see what you feel. Is it recharging? Is it energizing? Does it pull you down or relax you? Another thing that you could do, so if you've done a ritual, there's lots of energy coming in and you want to ground out, you just bow down, well, not bow down, but kneel down to the ground any way you want to, and you just touch the ground, and that helps you release all that excess energy or that excess whatever's going on in you, and the frenetic stuff, and you're just like, you take a moment and you just let it all go so that you can continue on doing whatever you're doing in a grounded way. So now that we've covered all the 4 elements, which one do you work with more? Which resonates with you more? Do you have a story to share about the element of earth? Comment down below and we can talk about it. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I'll see you next time in another Pan video. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. And I hope you have a wonderful day.